The SABC will appear before Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Communications at 6 p.m. That's at the top of this hour, actually. For more as a preview on what to expect, let's cross to our reporter, Manelisi Dubase. A very good afternoon to you, Manelisi. Of course, we know that SABC management will indeed be facing MPs over their plan to retrench 600 workers and end contracts of 1,200 freelancers. Where are we at the moment, and what can we expect then today?
Well, Flo, you'll recall that the SABC was here about 3 or 4 weeks ago updating members of parliament about their turnaround strategy. And key in that turnaround strategy was this issue of retrenchment. What they said then was that almost over 40% of the SABC's operational budget goes into salaries. And they say that that situation is untenable. But since then, the SABC has been at the CCMA engaging with the representatives of the unions and the non-unionized staff, at least on 2 occasions. The last one was last week on Wednesday. And apparently they are returning again to the CCMA on the 29th, which is next week, Wednesday. So the MPs I've been talking to, who are going to be attending this briefing at 6 o'clock, they say that their information, which is not official, is that the SABC want to complete this process as early as the 1st of September, which is just over a month from now. So what they want to do is to be kept abreast as to what have been the developments so far, because all what they say they have heard is from the radio, the union saying that they are going to block the whole issue of retrenchments, and the SABC at the same time going ahead. So I think what will be happening today, over and above all other briefings that they will be getting, will be this issue of the retrenchments of the workers.
Manelisi, one of the other issues that had been raised by the Portfolio Committee, that called on the public broadcaster to reskill or upskill its workforce instead of retrenching them. That was last month. I'm assuming you're talking about the 4 to 6 weeks ago when they were in front of the committee. Of course, the SABC said that they rejected this sort of advice. Do we know at this point if the SABC might have had a change of stance in terms of that suggestion that was given by the committee members?
Flo, given the financial situation of the SABC, I doubt very much that the SABC will have any change in that stance. Because as I just said to you, that if more than 40% of operational budget of any company goes into salaries, then that company is really teetering towards the rate. I mean, it is in a very, very difficult situation. But even members of parliament themselves, though, Flo, are not united as to whether the SABC should go ahead with the retrenchment or not. There are those who feel that, the SABC has got no choice. It has reached a cul-de-sac because the government doesn't have any further money to bail out these SOEs. So what they have to do now is to restructure. And if restructuring involved retrenchments, then other members of parliament feel that so be it. But others, given the fact that we are going towards the local government elections, probably next year, if everything goes according to plans, and if the COVID-19 doesn't disturb anything that the IEC have planned. The other parties, they feel that it would be a very, very bad timing that, at this time, and the companies like the SABC will be retrenching so many workers. That is 1,800 in all. I mean, 600 permanent and 1,200 freelancers. That's a lot of people. If you look at the families that are dependent on those staff members, we are talking about a couple of thousands. So there's not, a unanimity in as far as the public representatives are concerned on this matter. But I doubt very much, if I can answer your question directly, that the SABC will change its stance.
All right, let's catch up with you later on, Manelisi. That's Manelisi Dubase outside Parliament. Of course, the SABC appearing at 6 p.m. before the Communications Portfolio Committee. Thank you very much there to Manelisi reporting for us there. And of course, we will be touching base with him in the next 35 minutes then, I suppose, as of course that gets underway at 6 p.m.